Paul, you're a senior this year. Last regular season home or game on your career. Talk about what this means to you and how you're feeling.
Feeling, kind of mixed feelings right now. I'm excited and nervous and, kind of sad that it's my last game, but I'm excited to just kind of finish the season strong and hopefully to go out there and just give it everything. Like you said, it's my last opportunity, and it literally is. So that's how I'm going to play. That's my approach to it, is just go hard, enjoy it while I can.
As far as Cal goes, what do they present? What do you see from them?
They're really good. They're similar to last year, like Washington, the Washington defense. They have good outside backers, and so it's going to be a bit of a challenge for us to especially lead block and just try and get past them. So they present a really good defense for us.
As far as this week goes, you've got the holiday kind of in the middle. I know it doesn't disrupt practice schedule,
Yeah.
but what's the key in keeping focused and, I don't know, having guys not get distracted by the Thanksgiving stuff and everything?
Yeah, I think just trying to keep yourself busy. I mean, I have a lot of homework and stuff that I need to take care of, so that'll take care of itself. And just trying to stay mentally focused. I mean, like you said, it's Thanksgiving. Everyone's got things to do and holidays and stuff like that. But for at least for me, I'm just gonna really try to stay mentally focused and keep in mind that Cal is a really good defense. So that's enough motivation for me. And I have a lot of my family coming down, so that's my motivation.
Are you and your wife have you adopted the Thanksgiving traditions? Are you going to do anything that direction?
Well, sadly, actually, my wife is in California spending with her parents. So, yeah, she's adopting it down there with her parents, but I guess I'm chilling with some of the boys, so, yeah.
Maybe you can hang out with men and all. You don't have a wife.
Nah, I don't want to. Nah, I don't do that.
So
Don't publish that.
What are you and the guys going to do?
Oh, we're just, like Josh Whippy, so all of the single guys from New Zealand, we're just going to try and live the Thanksgiving dream however we can. I know we've got to get a turkey, so...
So that could be an adventure there by itself.
Yeah, just grab a turkey and a couple pies or whatever you guys eat and just enjoy it.
How cool has it been to watch what Christian Stewart has done as a walk-on, being a walk-on yourself?
Oh man, I'm so excited for that guy. He's really kind of taken his role as the starting quarterback, and he's kind of his chemistry with the boys, with the outside receivers and stuff are getting really good. So it's really cool to see his progress, and these last 3 games with him has been a real blast. So I'm really happy for him that he's able to, like me, get an opportunity to play.
Can you talk about your opportunity this year, being a team captain and receiving a bulk of the carries the last few games?
Man, it's been awesome, man. It's been really fun and exciting. It's a different role. Like you said, I'm usually in there if I'm lead blocking. So these last couple of weeks, being a ball carrier, it's been really fun and interesting actually. So.
I'm remembering you had practiced 2 years ago and thinking, man, is this guy ever going to get there?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Well, yeah, just go back 2 years. Did you, I mean, when did it maybe hit you that, yeah, I can be a team captain, a leader on this team? And
team captain never really hit me. I never would have thought this would have happened. But as a role, I always saw myself that I knew I had the potential, athleticism. It'll just take time to kind of learn the nuances of the game. And so that was the biggest challenge for me, blocking and catching, stuff like that, which was the hardest. But I always knew deep down that I had the athleticism to keep up with the boys. And so it was just a matter of time, and I'm really happy that this year kind of I get a bit more of a role and leadership. And so.
Can you talk about Coach Atsawai and what help he's been to you?
He's been awesome, man. I mean, he used to watch me play rugby, so he kind of knows my style. He kind of knows how I play, and so he's allowed me a lot of freedom to, not be so much of a book, not be so much of a, okay, this is exactly what you got to do. But he's more of a, I know you have the potential to do great things, and so he kind of gives us that freedom. He gives all of us whatever strengths we have. He says just use them, don't be a book. So that's what I really like about Maki.
He seems like a really fun guy to play for. What's he like in the team meetings?
Oh, he's a cracker, man. If you guys were in one of our team meetings, you would just laugh the whole time because we just have a good time, He's real down to earth, and when it's time to do business, he's down to business. But he really allows us to be ourselves. So.
You said it's been an interesting experience being the ball carrier. What's made it so interesting?
Just the fact that like for instance, if you score a touchdown, you kind of get the praise and the glory and stuff that comes from scoring a touchdown, but rarely do you ever see like the blocking and stuff like that. And that's what I usually do is I'm lead blocking, and so it was kind of funny just like getting touchdowns and everyone, oh man, you know, you scored all these touchdowns, but in my head I'm thinking, well, I didn't really do much. I just walked in the end zone, and it was like kind of the linemen and things like that that really done it. So interesting in that aspect that like actually kind of being the one getting touchdowns was really it was fun. Don't get me wrong, but that in that aspect I'd say.
So you're to the point with football where it just seems like that's your thing. Is that your thing now over rugby, or is it still rugby?
No, I'm always a rugby boy at heart. I'm more fluent with rugby than I am with football, but like I've always said this year that I've grown to love the sport. It's really had a big impact on my life, and it's fun and exciting, and I can honestly say that I love the game. So.
But the gap's closed considerably just with your.
Oh, for sure. I love them just as much, but I'd say I'm better at rugby than I am in football, just because I'm more natural. Football is I'm physical and stuff, but there's times where I still got to kind of, you know, you see where I'm still an amateur. So.
Do you ever have the urge to run behind the goalpost and set the ball down after you score?
Man, I've been meaning to do that, and all my friends like, come on, man, you're supposed to put the ball down. But like, once you get in there, it's kind of everything just goes out the window, and you just drop the ball, and you're just happy and excited. So, yeah. Hopefully, I'll be able to get one in these last 2 games, so and touch it down.
Dive on the turf and get the ball down.
Yeah, I know, man. I got to do that. Hopefully, in these next 2 games, I can dive and put the ball down. So.
How's Josh doing? I mean, is he hanging in there?
He is hanging in there. I mean, it's tough for him. I remember being 2 years ago, frustrating. And so Josh Whoopi, I keep telling him, just hang in there, because eventually it's going to pay off. You know, he's real, it's just hard, man, putting in the time that everyone else puts in, but you're still kind of on the sideline and you're not traveling. And I told him, everyone's gone through that. You have to go through it, and it'll pay off in the end once you learn the game. So.
Are you going to be playing rugby next year? I don't even know how that...
Yeah, I have 1 more semester of schooling, and then I have 1 more semester of rugby, my senior year of rugby too. So
Coach Smith's pretty happy that you've still got that
Yeah.
coming up, even though he's losing some of his guys to the football team.
yeah, no, all the guys on the football team will still be going back to rugby, like Josh and Zane and Joe, and so yeah, all of the guys will be going back.
Paul, this is pretty much it.
I like your beard, by the way. It looks
Thank you.
good,
I like
man.
your Ninja Turtle look.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
No, but this is,
He's laughing because they do call me a Ninja Turtle, so yeah.
well, I lost my train of thought here. Anyways, I was gonna ask, this is kind of it for you. This is kind of the end of the road, so to speak, for you. This is kind of probably one of your last regular season interviews. Has it hit you yet that this is kind of it for you in terms of?
It has. Like when it was the senior day last week. You know, I kind of look at it differently. You know, I kind of look at it. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity because I mean, like I said, I was only supposed to come for rugby, and so to be able to play 3 years of football has kind of just been really a grateful and enjoyable experience to the point where I'm happy to kind of just sit in the stands and kind of cheer on the boys. You know what I mean? So I really kind of hit that point where I'm just like. I'm grateful for the experience, and I'm looking forward to just supporting the team next year, you know.
Yeah, there was a moment in time when you literally had to sell the top of your head off and dump in football knowledge while you were playing rugby.
Yeah.
You're doing both at the same time. When you look back upon your career, what were some of the most memorable moments?
Those times where I was kind of doing both. In March, where rugby and football was going on, it was kind of like my own March madness, and so I've told you that before, where I was doing rugby. I was doing football in the morning and then rugby in the afternoon. So those are some of the most memorable moments, and like, it's just, man, it was a killer, and I'm glad that I went through it.
Was there a moment in time during practice where you thought to yourself, you know, where you're getting chewed out because you're doing maybe something rugby rather than football? And the coach kinda
all
gets
the
you to play?
time, yeah, all the time, man. I mean, like, not following my blockers or just like kind of not even blocking at all, because in rugby you're not allowed to. So all of those things kind of built up to my whole experience, and I'm just grateful for it. So
When you hang up the cleats and reflect upon your BYU football career, not only as a football player, but your experience here at BYU in general in the environment, what is it that you'll take away from your experience overall from BYU?
Just work ethic, I'd say. Doing rugby and football, you really got to prioritize your time, and so I'd say one thing that I learned is being able to balance multiple aspects of my life and try and put things in perspective, and and prioritize the most important things to the least most important things. So those are some things that I'm really going to try and implement my whole life, is prioritizing and time management in my family life and just in my life.
Any specific games stand out to you in your career that's most memorable?
I'd say Notre Dame, last year's Notre Dame game where it was freezing. That was a part of the reason why it was memorable, but it was probably one of my best games too. And yeah, that's probably my best game, I'd say. And then Texas too, that was fun. So all of them were really, it was fun, man. So.
Yeah, any play, specific play? The first touchdown you went into the end zone but backwards instead of forward, is that your family think you can do that?
Yeah, nah, all of that stuff. I mean, nah, man, there's no specific, I guess, play, but yeah, man, it's just all been a blast. So Notre Dame, like I said, was definitely my favorite and most memorable game.
Memorable player?
Yeah.
Anybody specific stand out to you in the team?
Memorable player?
Just everybody in general.
Everybody in general. It's hard to pick out because everyone's done such a good. Whenever one person has success, it's everyone. So that's my way that I look at it. Even though there are superstars in that. So.
You're gonna miss your band of brothers when you leave, I suppose.
What was that?
You miss your band of brothers when you leave, I suppose, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna miss the boys. So. It's awesome.